On today's show, I'll be speaking to former Black Stars defender on life as a footballer, assess the two teams in the FA Cup finals, and we go to Libya Park in Medina to see how strong grassroots football is out there. My name is Asante Samuels, and this is The Beautiful Game.
Season seems to still be in progress as they have 2 matches ahead of them. They take on Sundowns of South Africa in Accra as part of the latest pre-season tour of Ghana, as well as the SWAT Cup. This they will battle with Medeama. This will be the first time Medeama is participating in this competition, whilst it will be the 6th title for Hearts if they win. We spoke with Hearts PRO on these issues plus more.
We've received an invitation from Sundowns who want to play us as part of their pre-season training that they are holding here in Ghana. We are one of 3 teams that Sundowns are playing, and the match is on the 17th of August. From afar, they have looked at the performances of Accra Dwarfs, and I've realized that they are one of the teams that have played some very exciting, some excellent football in the course of the season. Hence the decision to play the 2 of us alongside the champions. The SWAT Cup was supposed to have been played on the 21st, but I just learned that it has been pushed forward to somewhere close to the beginning of the season. I think that it is going to be very crucial because it's going to provide a foretaste of what we are preparing to serve our supporters in the season proper. These are the matches that you use to shore up morale among your supporters, and so it is very important. There are players who are going to play in this match, but who might not be part of our plans for next season. So clearly, this will be something of an appendix to the season that is just ended. Once they are now part of the team, we cannot be throwing out the hint that at the end of the campaign or at the end of the friendly matches that are lined up, we're going to offload them. I think it's not good for morale, and so we'll rather have them concentrate on the matches on hand, and later we can decide on their fate. For now, it is Esme Mens and Osei Bonsu whose names are out as players who are leaving the club, and it is because their contracts with the team has ended.
From my notice, it has not been realized. Mostly off-season issues will come up. There are times that players will have to go on trials, and that depends upon the contracts they have with the club. When you have a contract where you have been limited, that maybe you can only move out after a year or 2, or if any opportunity comes, even if it's not from the club and it is from your outfit, you'll be allowed to go. When it comes, definitely you need to respect the contract details. But I think that from this moment that I'm speaking with you, issues regarding who is going where has not come to my notice because the season has still not ended. And I think that we have every player available for the FA Cup final. And after the FA Cup final, we now sit down and then we come up with our, end-of-year technical report. And based on that, you do your suggestions, your recommendations on who to go and who to stay, who to go on loan, who to look out for, which areas to really beef up to be able to consolidate and to strengthen the team.
I heard a lot about this team, and I know that they have great players, and I know that the coach are very good, so that I can learn more. So because I want to become somebody in future, so I decided to join this team.
I've been learning some things from my coach, which will be helping me in future.
These are not the exceptions when you visit communities like this. All around the country, kids of different ages want to be something in future, and people like Muhammad Nuruddin are in their own way helping them.
During this, it all started when by playing this. Yeah, I was playing. When I was playing, there are small kids, little children who used to come to me. They are like my fans. Anytime they come close to me, they want to. So we want ball. I buy the ball for them to play. I said, no, why don't I organize them to be like their coach? I buy them ball, go and play. Later, yeah, they come back. Oh, we played and we won and this thing. I said, no. Why somebody? I just started. No, one day. So no, why don't I take these boys as a team? In my leisure time, I can take them to the field and start coaching them. I use my money. Even when I was playing at Kumasi, I played team in Accra for about six seasons. When I was playing, the money I get, I have my younger brother here who take care of this. I put this money and this thing. After 2 matches, I just tell the people, oh, there is a program I like to go and do down there. I have an old man looking, so I come to check whatever he's doing. Then I go back to go and play. Then I was a regular member of my club, so they give me that mandate just because they also know. Later they got to know this guy is in project. So yeah, that is how it started.
League in Ghana right now, you know, what do you make of it?
Now, juvenile league in Ghana is really gone down. The passion, the attention, the whatever. Now, you can't even raise a very good player marketing. Because when they started this scaling system, Palace came in with this scaling system, weighing of players, and then looking at the age. You can't even specify the age of a player. But you said they should weigh a player. We have some player, a very young player who had, let's take an example, for instance, Jordan, or the day I could remember, one of them was brought at the reception center. And they said, no, he's too big. Because the person has a big body. They said, no, they could show the parent went back and blocked his birth certificate. When they realized, no, the age qualifies for him. So they registered him.
I play football, I go to school. And also I help my mother my mother is also a teacher. So I help her in marking other school books and things.
GFA has put down a program to help the juvenile ones because they knew this is where the blaster senior players grow up. So they asked the district to bring their district champions. There will be a regional league this year organized by the GFA. So we are waiting. He said our team have qualified to participate in. That's why you see us training very seriously. We thought the season was over, so we relaxed. So later we discovered oh, they said we should come. So we should be ready. So we are getting ready for this thing. We're waiting for them to give us the green light so we go and play.
30,000 Ghana cedis and a trophy are not the only things at stake when the Porcupine Warriors battle the Moves in the FA Cup finals. One believes that's their only path to Africa, whilst the other wants to do a double. After all, they've already qualified for Africa's elite competition.
Protocol versus Medeama on Sunday. Preparation is underway. My former head coach nearly got me annoyed. Smashing the league trophy from me, and then coming face to face in the FA Cup finals, he said he wants to win the trophy. Well, I know what he has under his lips. I've been with him for a long time. We are friends, we are brothers, we are family. Yes. I want to prove him wrong on Sunday.
Appreciated by everyone that they stood up to the summit for a very long time, and when we dislodged them, still they managed to hold us in mercy, and that pushed us behind again. We had to come back again strongly. It's unfortunate we are meeting at this time, but Evans, I think that we are in for the double, and so there's nothing to stop us going for the double. We think we are waiting for it. So that we will stop the issue of maybe contesting the champions of champions and then the two trophies are added on that day. So we urge our supporters, because we know we have a big following, and quiet so that we can intimidate Medeama with the crowd. And I know my supporters are hearing this and they are going to do exactly that. Yes.
Personally, I think both teams have come far in this MTN FA Cup, because the MTN FA Cup comprises of, division 2, 1, and then the Premier League teams. So it's not an easy thing at all to emerge the finalist. And I also think Kotoko has what it takes. Both sides were in the race for the league, but unfortunately, Medeama had to drop to Kotoko. And in the press conference today, you could see that both sides are really ready for battle on Sunday. So it's all, the winner takes all on Sunday. I can't really stick my neck out and say who will win, but I hope the best team wins come Sunday. And Ghanaians should make us cherish what we have here in Ghana. That is by patronizing these kind of games, going to the stadium and also comporting themselves and all. So the best team should win come Sunday.
I think from Kesby to Medeama, I think the 3 years that Medeama has been in existence, we have never won a cup in Ghana here. Our only cup that we won was against Abushuna Brass way back, I think, was it 2 years ago when we played our first Cup. So that's the only cup that you can boast of. But as a national cup for Medeama, nothing of that nature has come. That's why we put in everything to win the President Cup. It won't come on as we wish it could be. So the MTN FA Cup is a cup we adore, we cherish, and want the whole Western to feel a cup this season. And that is very, very significant to us. So as a team, as an individual, and then representing my team as a spokesperson, I know everyone is yearning for this cup.
Well, looking at how we started this season, things were very difficult for us. By His grace, we were able to win the league trophy, and now we are in for the MTN FA Cup. So we are coming all out to win this FA Cup for our supporters and also for our families, and also so that our names will be written in the history books of Ghana and also Asante Kotoko for winning double in this season.
It is significant because, like I said in the press conference, that Kotoko has already won something for themselves, the league. And the FA Cup involves in 3 category teams, which is the second, first division and the Premier. And that we have seen before. Nania won against them at the same Accra Sports Stadium. So we really also want to win something for ourselves so that we can also go to Africa, so that we could boost our CV and morals, for this season.
I think with the players, Medeama, we should watch out for players like Samson Kujo, who was here today in the press conference, and also Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They've got, loads of players that we should watch out for. But I believe personally, Medeama will cause a stir come Sunday. So, yeah.
I always try to do my best as a coach to try to build my team to the performance level. And once we are able to perform very well, the ultimate is that we win. For me, I think that there have been a lot of events that shows that history indicates that this thing has never happened. But once you have the opportunity to get yourself available at such situations, it gives you the opportunity to shift away the historic event and to make up something new, which will become history for the historians. But for us, in the technical level, all that our approach is that it's a single game. Playing a game that has, other opportunities is different from playing a cup final. Preparation for a cup final is really very, very different from playing a league game. The way we went about the league was different from how we're going about this. This one is a must-win game. At the end of it, there has to be a winner. And so you need to always put in place into your players the mentality of winning at all costs.
I will be very proud to win against Kotoko on Sunday. 1, I will deny Kotoko from winning the double. And 2, it will also be a great mark of a rising star like me as a coach.
We also sought clarification from Medeama's PR and the coach in regards to bringing in a new coach next season.
I think I will make only 2 reasons that we have to go in for a new coach, in the sense that our coach now is the coach for the Black Maidens, that's the under-17 team. Unfortunately for us, our assistant coach, who happens to be our goalkeepers trainer, is also the goalkeepers trainer for the Blasters. So if these 2 coaches are on assignment, then the team will be left with either the team manager or the welfare manager. And since we don't want that gap to come, and then you know this isn't around, just I think August, the maidens as a team have something to play, and then the Black Stars also have something to play somewhere September. So we need a coach who can fill in the gap and then move the team forward. And this, our current coach, is an acting coach to the end of the season. So he's still the assistant coach of the team. So if the season gets over, then we need a new coach who can move on with the assistant coach, and that is the reason for bringing in a new coach.
For Medeama, I've also been appointed the head coach of Black Men's, the under-17 women's side. So one stone are two birds. I have to maybe contact my boss or maybe get closer to my boss. Boss, what is the way forward? He will have to decide because he is paying me. If he decides go, fine. If he decides not to go, I have no option. But the decision will come from me. We agreed together that, Adote, after the end of the season or after the end of the FA Cup, you can go. But first, tell me something. Who do you think should be the next coach coming? I have recommended for Hans van der Ploem because I've been with him. I was with him in Holland 1999 until two of us came to high school. I was the assistant coach. I succeeded him. He came the second time. I was the assistant. I succeeded him again. So I will be happy to work with Hans van der Ploem as my assistant, my head coach. Management is also trying to bring one or two other coaches just to maybe see which of them will be the best choice. So I'm ever ready to work under whoever is coming.
You sometimes see him come out of dugout before the start of FIFA matches. Married to Miss Kalsum Sinari with 2 children, Tony Baffoe, as he is popularly known, did not get to where he is today easily. I sat down with the former Black Stars defender to discuss how football started for him.
Well, I didn't get into football in Ghana. I was born and bred in Germany. And yeah, we started in the neighborhood, which was very cosmopolitan. My father was an ambassador, so kids from with different nationalities were in the neighborhood. First of all, we played cricket, we played hockey and basketball. And then we started playing these street games, like Raymond Cliff Street against, let me say, Sami Kufuor Street. And that's how I really got into football. And I started developing more ambition in football, though my mother didn't like it.
Playing professionally in your day compared to today, how different is it?
You see, one thing you must understand, even at our time, it was good money. There are generations and generations. Technology is also totally different. What you could buy for 5 Ghana cedis is today 30 Ghana cedis. So you have to go with the time. And I always tell the young ones of today, hey, it's your time to enjoy, but plan well, which is very, very important with your career, life after football. You see, for me, my desire is for them to earn as much money as they can, but invest well, because there will come a time where your paycheck is not coming every month, so you must plan ahead of time. But the expenditure will be the same, so you have to be very, very careful. They are lucky. In a time like that, we were more lucky than people who were there before. So for me, it's a pleasure to see young ones coming from a very humble background to make it, to earn money, to support their families, to support their brothers and sisters. But again, you must invest it well.
So tell us how you came to play for the Black Stars.
My father passed away when I was 15 years old. He had cancer, and I still remember when I was at a hospital, and he first of all said, I'm the 5th born out of 7, and he said, I know you would take care of your mom and of the family. And then I looked at him and said, Dad, I'll play for Ghana. Because I knew that was the next question he was asking me. And the junior national team of Germany wanted me a couple of times, but what I told you, way back that there was no role model for me because I didn't see no black man there. There were, yeah, one or two were half American, half German, but I always say they are painted, they're not real. You know, I'm a real black man, you know. I told them in a joke because those guys were not identifying themselves with Africa. So, and back in the days also, if you would have played once for a junior national team, I couldn't have played for Ghana again. Then, when I was playing, I think, for Düsseldorf, Fortuna Düsseldorf, Ali Ibrahim, Richard Now, Nanayo Amaneng, Ablada Kuma Sabato, and even the now team manager Shaban Kwei, they all came to my house in Cologne. I was living with my uncle, and we're all there chopping dokunu or kinke, and they said, "Tony, you have to come and play. You have to come and play for Ghana." And I said, "When the time is right, guys, I'll be there." Because today it's an obligation for the clubs to release the players. Way back, it was not like that. So then Bokatsise came, may his soul rest in peace, and he said, yeah, it was way back before in 86, 87, Rudi Gutendorf. I was playing with Stuttgart Kickers. He wanted me, but my club was not ready to release me. So he said, that was 1990, around October, November. Now is the time for you to come. And I said, well, the players have already made the groundwork. And it was really very, very good because in January and February, in Germany, you're on break. I'm sure you all remember the date and the day. It was the 13th January in 1991 when I played my first match against Benin and we crushed them 4-0. Yeah, it was just fantastic, and I even was changed, substituted 2 minutes prior to the end, and took the flag and did a lap of honor, and it was very touching, very emotional, and I never regretted it. See, when you can play for your country, and alone listening to the national anthem on the pitch, that means you're doing something special.
In terms of winning trophies or going to the World Cup, what was the problem with your generation of footballers?
Well, first of all, I came to the national team with a totally different background. For me, Viafanti, Ashanti, Lagomba, Gan, Ashanti or Ewe is all the same. And I would never make an ethnical difference if I'm talking to somebody. But then you see the different languages, different kind of communications. And there was a certain point where I think this team spirit was not that positive, because this is the percentage which will make you not winning trophies. This is something I always communicated to the generation of Appiah, Asen, Sulamuntari, John Mensah, John Painsel, Eric Addo, Richard Kingston, Mojan, and the rest. You don't need to be friends, but one thing which is very, very important, you have to go for the same objective. And on the pitch, you have to show that. If you don't show it, the end result will not be like the way you expected it to be. So team spirit, discipline, focus at the appropriate time is very, very important. Ups and downs are with every footballer and every human being. So you have to live with that.
Okay, so tell us about life after football for you.
Well, life after football started for me in 1999. When I finished, and you see, I thank God for my academic background. I thank God for speaking a lot of international languages. I studied sports management, I went into business, administration, event organization, and all these things helped me today to move ahead. And working as a TV host, which I already did in Germany. I hosted various shows. I was into the fashion world as well. But then important were always for me to help young guys in terms of management, organize events, and now you see me being on the football committee of FIFA, on the football committee of the Confederation of African Football, also a general coordinator for World and African Cups, and even the African Champions League. I'm the general secretary and the founder of the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, and so on. I could say life still continues. For me, it's very, very important that players, especially former players, play a bigger role in coaching and also in the administration of football. Like I always say, you can't play the game without the players. So it is very, very important also that they do formations, that they prepare themselves to become good coaches, that they prepare themselves to become good administrators. And you see that there's an avenue as well for players who are analysts on TV. And they're very, very well paid because their comments are important. Seeing a Sami Kofo on Super Sports, seeing Kalusha Bwalia on Super Sports, Abdi Pele did it before, JJ Okocha, George Weah, and so on. And they're not professors, but they know about the game. So I believe that they can give us really something that we can make use of it. So life after football is very important, but you have to plan whilst you're playing.
We all remember the 1992 penalty miss.